All right. So this is part three of the video titled After 35 Years of Living in Dubai, What I Wish Someone Had Told Me. The part one that I put this video was on May 23rd, 2025. And part two was put, I'll give the date, on May 26th. So 3 days apart. The links for part one and part two and part three will be put in the description and in the pinned comment. So if in case you want to refer them whenever you're free. Okay, these are the reason why these are lengthy videos is because the points that I give you, they need to be elaborated slightly so you get a perspective. And the purpose of these videos is to help you and guide you, whether you're new to UAE, Dubai or UAE, or whether you spend a few years. It is, given the fact that I lived 35 plus years, nearly 40 years there, I made some mistakes, even though I lived there, imagine 40 years. So I don't want you to make those mistakes. And all these are very practical steps. They're nothing theory. So I finished around 22 points as of now, divided between two videos. The last, I think, 11 more points I'm going to finish here. So 11, I think 11, 11, 11. Okay. So having said that, watch the video. These points are in no particular order, but do take down notes as it would help you. All right. So the point number 23 here is if you live in Dubai, there is a tendency to have fun, which you must, spend money, which you must, but it becomes like a rat race that I've told you. You rush off to work, you work very, very hard, then you rush off home. But by the time you get home, you are pretty exhausted. And the reason for this is because when you work in the office, you want to prove yourself, you want to, get more of the tax free money. And you always believe if you work very hard, there's a chance for promotion. So people literally consider office as their place where they can spend more time, which is not bad, provided you're actually working. But then you also, like I've told you in the previous videos, you need to prioritize yourself. Because work never ends. You can literally spend 24 hours in the office and work will never end. Now, if you were working for yourself, like how people like me, we work on our own brand. So if I were to leave, let's say, Dubai, I go to India, my brand follows with me. If I move from India to Thailand, my brand follows with me, or I go to Philippines. In the same way with you guys. If you were to work in a company and you resign, the work doesn't follow you. Your work, whatever you did, is with that company. And then when you go to a new company, they'll say, I'm sorry, we don't know you. You have to prove yourself from scratch. So once again, start working like a dog and prove yourself. So once again, you're back to zero. And then what's even worse is you literally having to beg to prove yourself, please give me a job. So given that lifestyle, always prioritize yourself. Okay. Work the number of hours, yes. Sleep proper number of hours, but then spend some time on health. I'm not saying six pack abs. I'm not saying rippling muscles. I'm saying it can be as simple as going for a walk for 1 hour, or it can be just going to the gym and getting some movement, or which is even more fun, join a club, running club, swimming club, cycling club, or a triathlon club, or CrossFit. There are so many options you get in Dubai. Or if you have the money and you want to invest, get yourself a professional coach so you can focus on proper technique and be held accountable to some lofty goals. In fact, not only exercise, focus on eating good food, focus on good proper sleep, not just pampering yourself with movies and games and watching sitting at home and chatting online or just being online. Those are good, but remember, physical fitness is important. That is why majority of the people, when they come to UAE, they are at a typical shape. At least they're slightly healthy, but over the years they pack on that pounds and the stomach is hanging, and they are borderline diabetic with blood pressure, cholesterol. These are the common killers in UAE. Yeah? The stress does that to you. So when you're living a stressful life, please take care of your health, because if your health is not proper, you will spend everything you save in the hospital. And Medicare in the Middle East countries is very, very expensive. And I'll tell you this, if you are not in health, you cannot perform. And if you're hospitalized, the company will not continue keeping you, they'll send you back. Next one, point number 24. This one is very sensitive, but it is very necessary. You have to decide if you're going to have children or not. And it's a sensitive subject. Why? Because for men, as you grow older, either your sexual libido uh, reduces, or your sperm count because of sex and other variables. Or it can also be that your health, you become diabetic with blood pressure, cholesterol. Uh, this transfers this DNA structure, which is weak of yours, with all these health issues, they will transfer to your child. That is why it's very common if your parents had, let's say, Alzheimer's, or diabetes or blood pressure, or any of these, the chances of you getting is also very high. And also keep this in mind, that if you are going to be 40 years old and then have a child, by the time your child finishes college, you'll be 60, say 20 years. And normally, children don't get a job or are not settled down after 60. It takes them another 10 more years. So by the time your child actually settles down, you'll be 70. So just calculate this way, add 20 plus to your age. That is when your child will finish college. So you wouldn't want to be like a person not earning, retired, and your savings are being eaten up, because you have to take responsibility for a child. And there also plan out how many children, one or two, because remember, the total school fees in UAE, in the Middle East, can come anywhere between $750,000 to 1.2 or 1.3 million. Okay, this is not small amounts. These are very big amounts. Okay, so keep that in mind when having children. So you have to decide, one is, when do you want to have children? Number two is, how many children you wish to have? And number three is, will the children be with you? Will they be back home in India, so it'll be cheaper but better? Or do you wish to keep your children staying with you and your parents, but then you'll have to pay extra? Or if you decide, no, my parents will not be here or can't be here, I'll just be there with my wife, then will you both be working? Will only you be working? Wife will be at home, because if the wife stays at home, then her career is over, because she'll have a gap in her CV. Or will you both be working and the children will be raised by housemates or somebody else? You have to think, because remember, if your children don't get proper upbringing, then you'll have a terror in your hands, especially when youngsters become teenagers. So that's point number 24. Decide on children. Point number 25 is, which I've stated before. One second. Work never ends. This you'll only notice once you get to Dubai. Um, you'll sign the dotted line in your contract that you'll work for 8 hours. I can challenge you this. Very rarely, if ever, does anyone work for 8 hours. It's not just not possible to finish work in 8 hours. When your other colleagues are sitting in the office and doing work, you'll be pressurized, because let's assume you're in a department with 20 people. Everyone's working and you just get up and go home. The management will notice this and eventually realize this person is not interested, because that is their work culture. Now, you might say that if you're efficient, you have to work on time and go home on time. Yeah, if you're the type who can complete all his work or targets, if you're in sales and you achieved, let's say, 100% of your sales target, fine, go home, no need to report to office. Okay, you can tell them, you're paying me for results, I provide you the results. But then, are you that good? Because if you're that good, fine. If you're not that good, you're average or little above average, then you need to show some other reason why the management should keep you. Because I'll tell you this, yes, it's not fair. Yes, it's not right. But If the management feels, man, we just got this guy, he's just working average, we might as well get another guy who works like a donkey. Don't convince yourself by saying, oh, he cannot work as smart as me, or unless you are an incredible investment where you are the best in the company or best in the business, everyone is indispensable. No, sorry, nobody's indispensable. Sorry, my bad. Nobody's indispensable. Yeah, fasting makes you a little slow in thinking. All right. So keep that in mind. Work never ends. So you have to work more than 8 hours. But then over there, my only advice to people is, yeah, fine, work 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever you feel normal. But in that, be smart and try to squeeze out 1 hour for yourself. Like if you're in sales, go meet decision makers in the guise of being a salesman for your company and network with them. Or during lunch, go and meet a supplier, go meet a vendor, go meet a client, take them for lunch. So there you're promoting your brand. And I'll tell you, if you're smart enough and you play your cards right, within the period of 3 years, which is generally a contract in Dubai, you'll be offered another better lucrative job. Okay. So work will never end. So make sure that you make time for yourself by doing something worthwhile. Um, some people also do this, that during their break they go to the gym and all that. Fine, that's physical fitness, but I found that very hard to maintain, at least for me, unless you have 2 3 hours break. Next one. This one is like, you'll normally hear youngsters say this: read, learn, and upgrade yourself. This is only if you want to be a leader. This is only if you want to rise to the top. This is only if you want to expand your horizons, your thinking, and become a better person. Because I'll tell you, there is no other greater blessing in this world than reading. Yes, reading will not solve your problems. You can read 10,000 books with zero action, it's not going to make any difference. Don't read for entertainment. Don't read for just becoming like a walking Wikipedia where you can brag and show off to others, I know more than you. Like some people in my WhatsApp group, they do that. Hey, have you read this book? Have you read that book? But then when you um, inquire about what are they doing, they are very average in their work. So read, learn, and upgrade yourself related to what you're doing and the skills that you can actually incorporate into your work. Because remember, end of the day, you make money through your services, right? So find a book, find maybe a podcast, maybe a YouTube video, whatever it is, or an article related to work that sharpens your skill, makes you better at your workplace so that you can earn more. Like even something like public speaking, even like etiquette training, even personality development. These are not directly maybe related to your work, but they would help you in the long run. Remember, it takes a lot of courage, skill, experience, and expertise to stand in front of, let's say, 100 or 1,000 people and deliver a presentation that captivates them, that inspires them, motivates them, that persuades them, that impresses them. And if you can do that, not with an accent, not with gimmicks, the management will notice you. Because end of the day, you're in Dubai to make money, have a good life, and save. So do yourself a favor, just update this up here. Your degree and MBA will be useless and pointless after a few years. So keep that in mind. So that was point number 27. Point number 28 is very important. How do you position yourself as a brand? Now, what do I mean by that? I'll give you simple terms. You're a salesman. You're working in sales. Everywhere you go, you give, hi, my name is, let's say, Max. I'm the salesman. Hi, Max, salesman. Okay, so in everyone's mind, you are a salesman. Now, the question is, if you want to position yourself because you want a job as a, say, supervisor or manager, sales manager, what do you have to do? Obviously, if you give the card and say, I'm a salesman, they will look at you as a salesman and they'll treat you like a salesman. Now, obviously, I'm not expecting you to put a card printed, "Hi, Max, CEO." No. So now ask yourself the challenging question. So if I want to be a sales manager, what should I do? It all starts with first deciding what position you want, what salary you want to earn, next, which organization you want to work for, who are the types of people you want to network with. You have to be very clear about this. After you're clear about this, then go and hang out in those places where these people are available. I'll give you a simple example here. Let's say you want to start rubbing shoulders with the Goras, the white community, the guys who earn big salaries. But if you stay in a place where it's all Indian community, Indian people from your place, say Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Gujarat, there are only those people in that community. Do you ever think you'll break into the white community? No. Which would be easier? If you live with the whites in their community or Indian? They will say, "Oh, I don't have that kind of money." Fine. Then figure out a solution. Maybe stay somewhere close by. Second, play the games that they are playing. Games in the sense, not mind games. Let's say they play tennis, but all of them play cricket in your community. How would you get close to them? Or they play golf. Go figure out how to play golf. Seriously, I'm not joking. Because some of my clients actually followed this advice, and because they were busy rubbing shoulders with the whites while playing golf in the leisure, they're like, "Hey, aren't you this company, that company?" And very soon they'll interact with you, they'll be with you, and then it becomes easier to break the ice. You can ask them about opportunities. You can become like not a close friend, but listen to information that you would not have access to, and that would open up doors of opportunities. And if someone likes you, you can be rest assured it'll make your prospects much more easier to get a job, because I'm saying from my own experience, I have guided clients where 6 of them got jobs they never dreamed of. Why? They followed this strategy. Don't do what everyone else does. Go put your CV like a donkey and hope you get clicked. No. And people know you personally, and they like you, they will personally recommend you. Okay. So learn to position yourself as a brand and ask yourself, if I want to earn, say I'm earning $2,000 per month, I want to earn $10,000 a month. What are the habits you need to inculcate? Where are the places you have to hang out? Which are the conferences, events, seminars, exhibitions you have to participate in? Once you do that, and nobody can do it for you, okay? And yes, see that you have someone to guide you for it. Either your senior most manager, CEO, mentor who likes you, or a professional mentor. That's up to you. Because you cannot succeed if you don't have proper guidance. Point number 29. In Dubai, this is the official truth. Your value, let's say I say Ramesh or Rahul or Sunil or let's say Ram, Mohammed, Iqbal, Mohsin, Anthony, uh, whatever your name is. Nobody cares. They'll hear, okay. But if you say, I work for Emirates, I work for Google, I work for DHL, FedEx, I work for the Dubai government. Oh. Or if you say, I work for Rashid, Kabir and Sons, or I work for Alamtar, or I work for BB Trading. What? You see what I mean? Okay. Number 1 is a company. Number 2, oh, I'm the sales executive. Some Keralites were executive. Or I'm the receptionist. Or I'm the, assistant, admin. But if you say I'm the director, oh, I'm the CEO, ooh, I'm the regional head. Now, obviously, I don't expect if you are a junior level junior sales engineer, you can't say I'm a CEO, correct? Just don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Don't take me out of context. Listen, I'm not asking you to bullshit. I'm asking you, I'm informing you. The company is how you'll be judged. The position is how you'll be judged. And third one is the salary. Obviously, you don't go around telling people your salary, but the salary you get and the car you drive, the clothes you wear, the watch you wear, the brand that you present yourself, all will define you because Dubai is a place where these metrics matter. So, my question to you is how are you going to position yourself? That is one. And second one is what do you need to do to get there? So, this is your problem, which you have to solve. And if you don't know the answer to this, find out somebody who can guide you or get yourself a professional who can literally shape you up. Because end of the day, if you want better opportunities, position yourself as a person who has all these metrics. Because I'll tell you, the only time you'll really come to know the painful reality of being in UAE is when you lose your job, or when you don't have the position of power, or when you don't have money. You don't exist. In fact, you'll be shocked to know that your best friends or even the people who hung around with you, kissed your ass, called you 24/7, or even wanted to maybe marry you or be with you for life, they will all desert you if you don't have this. It's very important to have this for yourself and for your future. Number 30 is if you want to be successful, surround yourself with like minded people or people who you aspire to be. Let's assume you have 10 friends, and all the 10 friends are earning the same salary as you, working in the same position, or, uh, you know, more or less the same education. Do you think you're going to grow? Versus you suddenly joined a group where all CEOs are there, all directors, all people who earn 5x, 10x than you. And somehow you're hanging out there. Somehow you're offering something of value and you're there. Your thinking will change. You look at others, you learn from them. You'll feel, oh, sheesh, look at how he's dressed. Look at how I'm dressed. Look at how he's talking. Look how I'm talking. You'll change completely. I've had some of my clients who are Keralites with the Keralite accent and Keralite mannerism with Keralite friends eating parota, chawal, mundi masala, botti masala, chicken masala, and in a cheap crowd. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Keralites are cheap, but as long as he would have these kind of people, and they would go to the cheapest restaurant to eat all you can. I told my client, you're never going to grow. I actually had to push him to go and eat in Jumeirah, the five-star hotel, Burj Al Arab. I had to push him to start going where whites used to hang. I challenged him to go to places like a library or book meet or seminars or self-improvement wellness programs where people from Brazil, people from Mexico, people from let's say UK, Europe, and people who are earning like far ahead of him. He completely changed in 2 years, completely. And he has never gone back since. I'm not saying it's cheap, but if your goal is up here and your friend level is down here, the people even broke off with his relatives and friends because they only had that mentality. Okay, let's celebrate Onam, let's celebrate Diwali, let's celebrate. How does it help your career, man? You need to think like a businessman, act like a businessman, and you need to be logical, not emotional. Because as long as he mixes with them, yeah, he'll be happy, but he'll remain there also. Remember, if you're a pig and you remain in a pigsty with all the piggy mess, you'll be a pig. You want to be upgraded? Stop behaving like one. So, your circle of friends, your circle of influence, and the people who surround you will impact you, your mind, your behavior. That is why Indians, once they travel to a foreign country abroad, they change. They never remain the same. Why? Because of all these changes. Number 31. You have to be loyal to only one company, one individual, and one group. That is me, my, I. Nobody else. You should not be loyal to your company. In fact, you should not be loyal to your mother, your father, your friends, your nobody. First, you be loyal to yourself. And what do I mean by that? Prioritize yourself, take care of yourself, upgrade yourself, be the best in your health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Once that is sorted out, then you can take care of your wife, your kid, then you can take care of your parents. But if you're not upgraded yourself, you're not in the best shape of your life, best health, you're not in the best position, you're not in the best salary bracket, how can you take care of others? It's like you're sinking, drowning in the sea. All are drowning. Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your wife, your kid, you're also drowning. Now, first you have to save yourself, right? Once you saved yourself, you got something to hang on to. Then you focus on taking care of others, right? So this only happens if you have the mindset and mentality of being selfish, self-love, self-centered. Be that. There are a lot of teachings about love others first, sacrifice for others. Yeah, once you earn your millions, start being full-fledged charity. Do everything for others. But if your shit is not in place, you can't sort out others. Okay, so that's point number 31. Point number 32, very important. This I've seen even successful people do. I've done this many times in my life, and that is, do not make emotional decisions. Whether it's purchasing a car, don't be emotionally, pulled. If it is, forget purchasing a car, getting married, getting into a relationship, taking a bank loan for someone you love, whether it's your mother, father, brother, sister, you'll never get it back, or your girlfriend, that's even worse. Do not make these emotional decisions because you will pay a very heavy price. And if you make an emotional decision and tomorrow you're in trouble, your health is gone, or you lost your job, you'll pay the price, boss, nobody else. Do not take emotional decisions. And if you do have a wife and kid, yes, there's temptation that I'll sacrifice it all for your kid and your wife. But then, if tomorrow they leave you and go, or they are no longer there, don't blame anyone but yourself. Okay, because remember, there's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantee after all that you spend for your child. Maybe you'll put it in the most expensive school where, say, 50% of your salary goes, and you sacrifice day and night for your child. Tomorrow your child grows up. There's no guarantee the child will look after you. There's no guarantee that your child might even live. You know what I'm saying. So first take care of yourself, then others. So do not make emotional decisions. And where girls are concerned, oh, please don't even get there. And never, ever, ever mix money with relationships. You'll regret. And final point number 33 is, see, if you want your dream to succeed now, if you have a dream, if you have a vision, if you have a goal, you have to be ruthless, you have to be cold-blooded, you cannot be a nice person, you cannot be a nice guy, because Dubai is a very competitive place. It's like New York, Manhattan, or wherever. It's dog eat dog. So if you let your guard down now, you'll be stabbed and killed. I'm serious. Don't even assume that your manager is your best friend. You have to play these cards, you have to play the game very smart, very sharp, very tactfully. So if you have to, like they say, play the diplomatic game, play it. You have to fake it, fake it. But be smart, be sharp. Be two steps ahead of them. Be self-aware. Notice what is happening around. And remember this much. Nobody's your friend. And to prove it to you, if there are two people, you and another person, and there's a promotion coming up, and their boss says, who should I give? Nobody is going to say, sir, give the promotion to him. Give the extra salary to him. I'll be in the same. He's better than me. And if you do that, you're dumb. But I'm pretty sure if your manager had to choose between both of you, he's going to take a very logical cold call. He'll do what's best for him. So you don't want someone else to get. So he's not your best friend. The manager is. Why? Because the manager will put the recommendation for you. So figure out how you should be in the good books of others. And for that, you'll have to kill his dream. It's like two fighters get in a cage or two boxers get in the ring. One guy's dream will die, that he'll not win and proceed further. One guy's will succeed. You cannot make any friends. You have to be selfish, self-centered, everything me, my, I. So for your dream to live, other people's dream has to die. And you have to be very cold, calculative, and manipulative. And that is where I tell people you cannot be a nice guy. All right? So these are the points which I wanted to share with you. I hope it has added value. Remember, there is part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this video. Links are put down below and it's pinned in the comments. And if you have any questions with regards to Dubai, UAE, I'm not saying I know everything, but I can definitely give you a non-bookish, non-bullshit answer. It's total no bullshit. It's real stuff. It's practical. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you disagree also, feel free to comment. Love to hear what you have to say. This is me signing off. You guys take care.